Hello friends, welcome back, and today we are going to make this spinach with cottage cheese. We also call cottage cheese as paneer in India, and this dish is inspired by a very popular dish in the province of Punjab in India. It is known as Palak Paneer, but I'm giving it a little twist to this dish, and I'm going to add a small amount of sweet corn to this dish as well. So to get started, we'll put the pan on heat, let it get warm. We'll use you can use any cooking oil. So once we add the oil into it, let it get warm. We add the cumin. So once that cumin gives the crackling sound and it has changed the color to brown, we will add the juliennes of ginger into it. Give a stir here. After that, we will add the finely sliced onions. So add the salt to it because I want to cook these onions till they get really crispy. Spread your onion as much as you can so that they can get the maximum direct heat from the pan. Now in this dish, the main flavoring agent is the ginger. Ginger and corn will enhance the taste of this dish. The onions should be crisp because once the onions are crisp, they have a different taste. There is a very thin line between having them crispy and burning them. I'm going to add the tomatoes into it. Add the garam masala as well. With the spices, it depends on you how spicy do you like it. Ideally, I would suggest 1 tablespoon of garam masala. If you want it hot, you can use paprika powder as well, cayenne pepper, or you can also use green chilies in the beginning of the process when we add the onions. Now right at this time where you see the oil is separate from all these tomatoes and onions, and the tomatoes are not broken down into a kind of paste, to add the coarsely chopped spinach. Add a little more salt because in the beginning, although I added the salt, but it was not to taste. It was just to make the onions crispy. Now since the spinach loses a lot of water once you add into the pan, you don't want to cover the pan, because if you cover the pan, the steam retains inside and it becomes much more longer to make a dry dish out of it. I'm going to add the corn. Now the corn is it's an optional thing, but it goes well with spinach, so it is entirely up to you if you want to add that. You see a lot of moisture coming off in terms of vapors there, or steam there, so it's getting cooked. Since it has been 2-3 minutes after I have added the corn, now I'm going to add the paneer into it. The idea is just to crush the cheese like this. And also make sure of hygiene, make sure your hands are washed. Where the difference between the cottage cheese and the paneer will be, because the cottage cheese will ideally melt in the heat a little, but the paneer doesn't. And at this time where you see there is no much moisture left into this, at this time you need to lower down the temperature to a very medium to low heat and cover the pan and let it happen for around 4 or 5 minutes, occasionally checking it. So from this point it should not take longer to cook this, so I'll rather wait here, occasionally stirring the thing and checking if nothing gets stuck to the pan there or nothing gets burned down. Now we are done with this dish. Now as the main important thing to notice to check the dish is done or not, you need to make sure that there is no liquid besides the dish being moist and besides the dish being juicy. So that is when the dish is done. So we'll turn off the heat, and now give it a stir and let it stand here for 1-2 minutes until we plate this. Now there are different ways that you can have it depending on your own choice. You can I like it with roti or naan bread, and you can also use it to make a sandwich of your own. So you simply take the bread, just cover that and toast it till the crust is brown. And I like it with the naan, so I'm gonna try the dish now. As desired, it is indeed flavorful. It was simple to make. It is nutritious because it has all the goodness of cheese, it has all the goodness of spinach, it has all the goodness of corn. So overall, it is a good package and a nutritious package to have, and very, very simple to cook. I invite you to try this dish, and if you like the dish, hit the like button, share your comments, and thank you very much for watching again. Bye bye now.